Hello, hello, and welcome to Project Ironbound. Project Ironbound is a new video series I kind of want to work on, and we're just going to get started grabbing up some wood. I want a little bit of oak and a little bit of spruce. I have a bit of an idea for this. Okay, we got a spruce sapling that works for now in case I relocate. Oh, right, I forgot I have that. So, Project Ironbound is a mod pack that I kind of threw together. I didn't do too much optimization, so hopefully it doesn't need it. But the idea is it contains primarily create mod, a couple of create mod add-ons, as well as Iron's spells and spellbooks. Let's grab some oak wood, or actually, let me first start by getting a couple of stone tools. I think getting an axe is going to make things work a whole lot easier for me. So we're gonna start with getting a couple bits of stone, and then upgrading to a stone pickaxe, getting a stone axe, maybe a furnace, although I think I'll worry about that later. So let's start with a pickaxe, get an axe. So now I do need to find an area where there's oak wood, because I do want to use some. I did want to mention, however, I also added a couple of QOL mods, such as sophisticated backpacks, and I also added supplementaries and amendments. I thought that was quite a good idea to add for a couple of extra bits of furniture. I'm not sure if I want to stay in this area or not, but I do know that I want to get oak wood regardless, so we'll see what happens. Let me go ahead and head over to that tower, see if I can't find a bit of wool along the way. Another mod I happen to have added is comforts, which means I can make a sleeping bag and not have to worry about setting my spawn point when I sleep. So yeah, let me head over here, see what it is. I think that's one of the Iron's spells and spellbook towers, and oh, look at this. There's an oak tree right here. I was gonna do a bit of a jump cut, but I guess I might as well not. And I'll probably post-edit a lot out regardless. Okay, I got one sapling, that works. And, yeah, no, this could get risky, so I should definitely consider seeing if there's any wool in here first. Let's see, we have a lectern. I definitely want to take the boots. I also know I have to be careful because the guy down there is not going to appreciate me stealing his stuff. We already have an inscription table in case I want to get a magic book as soon as possible. And then we have this area up here, and oh, look at this. There's already a bed. It's a little dark up here, but I mean, that's perfectly okay. That's carpet, so that's, oops, so that's not gonna work. Let me just take all three of these. And then we're gonna head back down, and I'll kind of be right back once I decide what I want to do, because my next move very well could go wrong. Okay, so I saw this kind of cut off, and I went to see if this was like an island in a way, and there's a little ravine right there. We're gonna ignore the chat because replay isn't even recording. Okay, that's interesting, but it turns out this isn't exactly an island, which is a little bit unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it would be. Also, it got night so fast because I was struggling on getting started. Kind of explain why, maybe in the near future. Let's just head over here. I kind of wanted an island. I still don't know if I want to use this area here where there's a lot of snow. Also, I have decided that the tower is going to be a future project, just to avoid problems with, you know, repeatedly losing all my items. I do have Corpse, which is essentially a mod that keeps all of my items into one location, or one tombstone, I suppose it creates. I really like the Auroras, but I unfortunately should sleep through this just to avoid any hostile mobs from spawning. Maybe that's the goal, as I try and find a village. I want to say there are 2 options. This is now ocean, so I could either stay around this area. If that mountain has a little dip in it, that would actually be kind of cool. I do want to check that out. Or I could go over here where I see there's a neutral biome. And if I'm correct, this is a river and it should continue with more of that there. So let me create a waypoint. We'll say potential village. And I'll just delete it later. If it's not, it's like a ruined portal, I'll definitely go ahead and take the loot out of that. I do need to go to the Nether in the near future. Oh, that's Curse of Binding. That's risky. Gotta make sure not to put that on. Alright, let's head up here and see just what it looks like. I'll go ahead and skip through this part, because I haven't been skipping through much yet. I feel like as projects get larger, I'll definitely end up skipping more. Okay, so it turns out this isn't exactly what I thought it is, but there is, coincidentally, an igloo right there. And there's also another one of those towers in the Ice Spikes biome right over there. I guess I want to loot this, because I could get the Potions of Weakness and cure villagers later. Oh, I'll take another bed. Why not? Since I won't be using this area most likely, and I'm glad I didn't make the furnace, I probably won't cure these villagers ultimately. Or I should say, this villager. I might end up taking this cauldron. Yeah, I actually don't want that, so we're just gonna get rid of it. I do kind of want those. I can make gold out of that. Get rid of the dirt. Sticks, 1 spruce plank. Cactus is going to be very important, especially for getting certain create components like super glue later on. It's the best way that I know of getting lime dye, or at least the easiest. But with this being its own kind of thing that I'm not sure. Let's delete that waypoint. We're gonna head over here and hope that we get a good grasslands area. So let me just head over there and I'll be right back once I get there. I'll explore those towers later. They kind of are already easy to mark on the mini-map. And with that, we have clear water, and it looks so vibrant. I think it's already guaranteed. I just need to get moss. I definitely want to be in one of these areas here. And what that means by the end of this, or what that means is, I should say, by the end of this stream, I should either have explored a shipwreck, since I can get moss out of those, found a lush cave biome, which I think is, yeah, it's a thing in 1.20.1, I believe, or found a wandering trader that happens to very conveniently sell a piece of moss for an emerald. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna find a village or lush cave anywhere. So I think what I'm gonna do is go somewhere kind of off from the river. I actually think I want to build sort of over here where this little loop is. Kind of looks cool. And it's got a decently flat-ish area, I want to say. But, oh, excuse me. I have to take a look at that. But what is this? If I build over here, this is going to irk me. But there is andesite right there, so maybe later I'll cover that up. Let me go ahead and check this out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're off to a good start, because I just got here, and it's already burning down. I do see a bell, though, which kind of indicates it might be a village. Oh boy. They just kind of did a terrible job at building it. Because the wall happens to be exactly in path of a lava pool. That's a wandering trader. Hang on, I don't think this is a village. Oh. Okay, that's a pillager outpost. Okay. Run if you can. Oh. Wandering magician rogue. Okay, well. That makes sense. It's Iron's spells and spellbooks, and he doesn't seem to want to leave. Oh, wait, hang on. Potatoes. I kind of do want those potatoes. There's also a chest up here, so let me make the risky move. Oh. Let's see. I suppose I can just get more of those, and I can stack this up. The iron axe is going to be useful. I don't need flint. I can just throw those in my offhand. I could also just throw this torch in my offhand. Pine cones, I can get more of those. Let me see. Oh wait, I can stack that up. Okay, perfect. It's time for me to run now. I think I've overstayed my welcome. Alright, let me go find a spot where I want to start building. I'm gonna plant some saplings, and we're gonna start kind of laying out the style of the build. I kind of want those. Ooh, but I don't want to get rid of anything in my inventory. Okay, I suppose I don't need all these beds at the very moment. Let me go ahead and sort out where I want to place my first starter build, and then we'll go from there. And it looks like right around the corner, the other one was right on the other side of that mountain. We found something else. And oh, would you look at that? It happens to have moss. I can make those later. This could be anything. And I've just decided I'm gonna have a field day with it. That campfire scared me so bad. Okay. We have blackstone up here. We have barrels with some loot. Oh. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Charcoal, gas tier, and gunpowder. I can always come back for that. They're not immediate needs. Is there another? There's an armor pile there. Oh. Well. That's... Okay, don't break the random armor piles. Noted. Alright, let me go... Let me go back and grab my stuff real quick. And, I hope maybe that thing kinda despawned. On the way there, I do see a spruce village over to the left. I might actually come back to it, and that might be a good place to stay. Now that I have the moss, I can probably... Oh, and there's a lush cave nearby. Yep, I think this is the area. But, let me go get my stuff, and, we'll come back to this. Oh boy, let's see if I can get my stuff. It's a little dark right now, and my hunger happens to be destroying me, so... Yeah, we're gonna head right in, get my stuff, hopefully sleep, and then get right out. There's also that I could look at, but, I think I'm gonna have to not for now. Hopefully, this thing isn't, you know, holding my stuff hostage. Okay. It doesn't look like it is. Awesome. So now I'm just gonna head right down here. Oh. Okay, they kind of want me to do a little bit of a parkour, it looks like. So apparently that's how I was supposed to get up there the whole time, but... Yeah, maybe not. That's okay. What we're going to do is head back to that village, which is directly this way. And, I think from there we're gonna start finding a place nearby we want to start building. And we've made it. We're right in the middle of the village with the apparent jack-o'-lanterns. It looks like, yep, there's a bit of create contraptions, but this looks neat. It's definitely not vanilla Minecraft village house. Oh. Oh, it's a drill. And that's it. That's a block of raw iron. Okay. I'm gonna set my spawn in there. I did not realize that I was gonna get 9 iron immediately. I think what I want to do is kind of start getting to the actual building. And I think we might as well do it right across from the stonemason, because, I mean, why not? So we're gonna start building it just in this field here, and I might end up building my own sort of, like, hill. Let me take down a couple of trees, and, I suppose while I'm taking down the trees, I'll probably do a bit of a jump cut, because I want to get a pretty decent area sorted out. Let me first make a chest, one I can actually take from, I should say, or one I can break later, I should actually say. And that might be a challenge that I do. I might try and actually keep the chests in the houses where they are, since that's more of a multiplayer feature. You know, just in case I do decide, hey, maybe I'll invite someone to the world. They can kind of get their own loot. But we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna clear some things out, and I'll be back when I'm done with that. Okay, I hear something, and I want to say it's down this way, but I'm about to get both headphones on. Let's see if I can find it. It's getting louder. I'll take the iron where I can get it. Oh, there we are. progress. There it is. So can I get it? Oh wait, hang on. What if I have you blow it up? Nope, okay. And I'm 90% sure it took the backpack with it. Oh. Well, that's not. I fairly heavily wanted that backpack, but... Oh, alright, let's get back to what I was doing. Okay, so I have the reference up. It's not gonna be directly on the ground the way I'm gonna place it, and I'm still gonna need more oak logs before I can start building it. Also, I forget what mod does this. I think it's either cool rain or particle rain. So I'll do more experimentation on that in the near future, if I remember. But I think I want maybe it like front to back, it'll have 5 blocks. Like so. Do I have framed blocks installed? I do. Awesome. I kind of want the walls to be thinner. I also have chipped. I forgot to go back and get the iron from the hole. Hang on a second. It might already be gone. Yeah, it's definitely already gone. That's okay. I have some iron still in there. Anyways, according to the reference, I want to say that's going to be maybe 3 blocks. And I don't exactly want to copy it, but I do want to get the general dimensions. Okay. It looks like it follows a pattern. Something like this over here, and then it uses some stripped spruce. So I might take reference of that, but this entire thing needs to actually move up 1. Okay, well I got a bit of the wood, and when I mean a bit, I mean 1 tree grew. Before I remembered, I installed mods like chipped and rechiseled. So I'm able to change these into other block variants, and I think for the floor maybe I'll use something like polished or prismal. Maybe the default or stacked cobblestone bricks, one of the two. Maybe even a mix of the both. I'm not too sure. I know some of these connect and some of these don't. Oh, wait. I can do weathered bricks. I might just do a mix of the bricks and weathered bricks, so I suppose while I'm waiting to get the wood that I need, I'll get more cobblestone as well. And I'm highly considering taking it from the village houses, so that'll kind of start breaking these down, and these guys will eventually have no choice but to want to live in whatever else I build. So let me get to that. I'm going to take down some of the cobblestone. I'm going to use this wooden pickaxe at first. And, of course, still wait for these to grow. And once we get all that, I mean, then I can start building a foundation for the house size. And, yeah, we'll be back once I do that. I'm also going to take this armor, because there's absolutely no reason not to. Okay, so now that we got a little bit of stone and a little bit more of these oak logs, I'm just going to break that. I want to get the other crafting table over here, but I also want to convert the stone into these bricks I was looking at earlier. It was these bricks here, and then of course We had the weathered variants. Okay, I don't want this to be too... Okay, never mind, we found them. I'll cut out some of the looking later if I need to. Also, I've decided my spawn point will be in the house that I kind of broke. So what I want to do is kind of place these all along here. So it looks like the door is going to be right about there. Let me go into here, not here, into here and take that block of iron. And we'll go, I think it was over here, although I could just use my furnace. Let me just use the furnace. I might as well. While I'm here, let me get the crafting table so I don't have to keep walking back and forward. I'm thinking what I want to do is use the furnace as like a fireplace later anyway. I don't think that's how... Yeah, that doesn't work, so let's just convert this into that. Oh, and I could use pine cones because apparently it's very useful for fuel, so we'll figure out how much fuel that gives. But I only need one of these for now. And look at that, my trees are finally growing. Now that I don't actually need too many of them. I mean, I'll need them later. Oh, that's not how I make that, is it? Right. I almost forgot how to make these. We do that, we get framed cubes, 3 framed cubes, and iron. Now I just need to make a bunch more of these framed cube things. And for the sake of this, I want to do maybe 8 of those. And I don't need 8 of those, but it's going to happen regardless. We're going to use the non-weathered variants for now. I'll change it later if I need to. And now we kind of have that halfway point that it looked like this was going for. It looks offset. I'm going to design it my own way. Okay, yeah, there's no stair variants of that, so we're going to have to get some stairs. Oh, can I not? Okay, well, here's what we're going to do about that. We're going to turn that back into a block. This should be able to turn into some stairs. Oh, 2 exactly. And then we're just going to do that. So now we kind of have the little porch area sorted out. I also need to figure out how far back I want this to go. I'm thinking maybe 7 blocks. Because it looks like I could do every 2 or so there. And I will need more cobblestone for this, it looks like. And I'll do the weathered bricks in the near future. Let me get some slabs and start the other part. Oh, and I will also need some cobblestone and or dirt so I can just bone meal the moss. So, what it looks like to me is that it goes something like this. And I don't mind this at all. It also looks like it kind of crosses in front here. Oh wait, what if I do push it forward a little bit? Give it a little bit of a hangover. Alright, there we go. We'll do that. And we got a little bit of like a thing going up. Oh, okay. That's fine, I guess. Let's just keep these going up. And I want to say since the lowest point of the house should be just about here. Let's actually see where this goes above the door. And I feel like I can just do that. And that kind of gets the overall shape of the building that I want. I'll eventually want the moss to go in here, like so. And then we'll have the slabs go across here. But let me make some more of those real quick. There we are. And I like the way this looks. I could potentially throw a framed thing under there to give it a little bit of like a little bit more of a frame. Let's get 8 of them because I need 6, I'm pretty sure. And then we kind of just make it look like it's an upside down stair, even though technically this isn't even the right block to be an upside down stair. I want to say, even though this is the wall, kind of do want that to go there. So now I just have to take these out, and of course I will need to get more moss. It's okay, because I think the moss cave is pretty nearby. Let's get this placed up higher real quick. There we go. And I guess I could start placing in the door where I want it to go. I know for a fact I want the door to kind of go here. But I do want it to open the other direction. And then I feel like I want to put some, like if I'm going based off of the build, which I kind of want to go based off the build, and just put some fences next to it, and then this wall is indented a little bit. So what I want to do is, I want to kind of build my way down. Oh boy. Oh. Alright, we've already got things spawning. Let me do that so nothing spawns in behind me. I need to get more moss, which is... I don't even know how I did that. It's unfortunately close to the creeper. Hopefully I can get it without any problem. Maybe I should actually just invest in taking this guy out. There's andesite there, so I actually wanted to mark that. So now, okay, it looks like I can't go any lower yet. So we're just gonna take our time, get all this moss and some of this cobblestone, and I'll be back when I'm done with that. Okay, so I got the floor done, placed in some of the moss, and then a creeper decided to blow a pit right next to the house. That's gonna lower the property value just a little bit, but I think we can work with it. We need more planks, more slabs, but I mean, I only have 2 stacks of spruce logs to use for that. I also want to make a window sort of thing right about here. I don't know if I want the moss to show through. I don't think I do. So I might take advantage of slabs allowing for double layers. The only downside is you can't place these on just any blocks. And let me see, if I get 2 slabs, I place them down. You can't put them inside or on top of these. If moss is the top block, oh, that does change. Wait a minute. So, actually, hang on, my iron's over here still. Let me make some shears. I'm going to get some ferns. We'll throw those out temporarily. Can I? Oh, it works. Oh, that's so cool. So I can plant things on half a tile of block. That is going to be abused, guaranteed. I suppose let me start building the roof here. I might do some kind of a time lapse. Okay, we are back just about like 3-4 blocks short, which is okay, I suppose, for now. I want to first, however, figure out the interior here. Do I want to do like a block sort of thing here? and then kind of shorten the roof like so. And then for the center here, full blocks, of course. Yeah, I think I like that. And then this is probably gonna be a wall. Maybe I can do like hidden storage or something back there. Otherwise, I'm not too worried about that just yet. I can then do like a window in here. I could also kind of do some like stair pattern here, kind of flatten or make the wall look a little less flat. I want to get some fences, which some of your houses thankfully have. Although I don't know if all of them have a combined total to equal what I need. I suppose once I get the decorations on, kind of share what I'm trying to do. I'll be right back. Okay, I see something interesting. And, oh, that's not good. Looks like no matter what... Awesome, okay. He didn't drop a backpack. That's fine. Alright, well, let me get those decorations in and then I'll be right back. Okay, we got some of the decorations done, but I'm just about out of materials. I got these like framed horizontal panes and I threw some weaved planks in there. I can essentially, yeah. I have Rechiseled Chipped, which is a mod that combines the two and lets me do all these through the stone cutter. I ended up making some of the fences instead of just finding all of them. Also, I want that right there. And I attempted to do some of the inside. I also got some of these lanterns here. I attempted to do the inside, well, some of it. I just placed that there temporarily, but I used some of these fine spruce planks. And then I got this, which is a little bit messy, and I'm not entirely sure if I want this to look like this. But here, let me... I don't think what I'm thinking about is in this pack, so yeah, no, it's not. But we are going to need some glass, and we're also going to need some more wood, some more moss. I have some secret storage over here. I'm thinking about doing something to make it look a little bit less secret, but also isn't a barrel, because those guys are going to get very annoying if I have like 8 barrels inside my house. So I gotta find something that kind of looks like storage, but takes up a full block to kind of hide that little moss up top there. And then maybe what I'll do is, instead of the floorboards here, I'll kind of push these stairs that give it a little bit more of an arch. Yeah, I'm also gonna need more framed blocks, I'm pretty sure. So let me go grab some more moss. Let me grab some sand, potentially get some glass going in there, put some wallboards up here, some stairs over here, and we'll see what we can do from there. And with this, we got a basic design done, I think. I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. You head inside, you got a quite roomy area. You can't really see the moss except for what's right here. That will change eventually. I am probably gonna put shelves so I can kind of chuck things there, because I can also open the storage behind it. I'm still not entirely sure what block I'm gonna use there. But then if we go to the outside, we have a basic moss roof. There's no plants or anything on it, but later I plan to add them. Oh, right. I forgot to fill this in. And now we'll call that finished. And I think that's going to do it for this episode. Next time, I do kind of want to get some of this interior done a little bit. I might focus on something else, but if I can help it, I'm gonna focus on the interior. And with that, I suppose that'll do it for the first video I've made in a while on this channel, and I guess I'll see everyone in the next one, whatever video that may be. Until then, goodbye.